Hey, welcome back to the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge, and it's November. It's November. Today we have Happy Dias de la Muerte. I think I said it right. I am bad at that. This is Imagination Movers, today's episode, and it is a series for kids. Disney Junior Playroom Disney or something like that. Playland Disney? I'm not really sure. But either way, it's a bunch of guys. From 2008 to 2011, although MDB says it went to 2013, 3 seasons, 75 episodes, all from Disney. It's a live-action show for little kids who like upbeat music and just absolute silliness. So I only watched the one episode. I got the gist. They're all about 24 minutes long or so each, right? I mean, 25 minutes long each. And it's just these guys, they have big imaginations, and they play musical instruments. They look like a ska band that got lost, and basically, and they maybe they have a job moving things, moving people around. I'm not really sure. Like their day job is they're movers. They help people move into like a new apartment, but at night they have a ska band without any horns. Although horns do appear a horn does appear in the first episode, and they seem very much not cool with it. It's spoiler. It's a tuba. Is there a lot of tubas in ska? I don't recall. So we get to meet all the characters, all the guys, the 4 guys, and their neighbor Nina comes by. And they have a song for her. They've been friends with her for 100 days, down to the second. One guy's very particular about time. And they decide to play a song for her, but this weird noise keeps interrupting their song. And it's now up to them to discover the source of the sound and how they go about that. Well, it's very rudimentary. It's to help kids figure this stuff out on their own. It's problem solving. Use their imagination. And again, it's just the bonus of just having fun, upbeat music. And again, that's what you're going to get with late 90s, early 2000s hornless ska. So, yeah, it's what you expect musically. And it's just lots of dancing, lots of smiling, so much silliness. And there's also like a puppet mouse that lives in the wall, and a very boring uncle who dresses in tan and a very large tie. And he's very old, and spoiler, he owns the tuba, and he's making an album full of tuba music in B flat because B is for boring. And it's certainly not anything like their music. So, by the way, the one guy, Rich, the drummer, when they do their songs, he's never sitting down behind a kid. He's just not. He's not doing that. He's just up front. He's got a snare, and he's got a China cymbal, I think, or somewhere along those lines. And it's very, it's got a very tinny sound for the most part. If you're listening to perform it live, but it looks like he's beating the crap out of that thing. You take a good look at that China cymbal, like in the first episode. I mean, just already the first episode. That is if these guys actually if they're the movers, by the way, probably professionally. If you went to see them in concert in 2008, hard drinking and hornless ska everywhere, like in the clubs, odds are they have instruments and cymbals and guitars and stuff that are not beaten to crap. And this is probably a leftover cymbal in Rich's collection of cymbals, and using it for production because it's never going to be heard because everything is lip synced and already recorded ahead of time. It's no big secret. It's not like, oh my god, you figured that out, did you? Yeah, I figured that out. But it's just silly, fun adventures. I know I said silly a lot, but again, you got to look at the audience. Honestly, I think that the guys might actually also be like 4-year-olds who think they're really good at music. And Nina is their babysitter who comes over every so often to watch them. That might prove to be true as the series goes on. I have no idea. I'm not going to watch it. It is not made for me. I am not the target audience, and that's okay. Not everything is for me. Not every Star Wars movie is made for all of you, or every Marvel movie, or every Pixar movie is not made for every one of you. That's okay. Take it or leave it. So I'm not going to get angry that this didn't live up to my expectations. It's a kids show. So yeah, if you got kids, odds are you might already be a parent who has kids, who has seen this so much, and you've heard all of their songs already. You've survived. Or you're in the middle of it right now. I don't know. This is along those lines of all those other types of live action learning and just talking directly to the kids kind of shows. There's an Australian one. I can't remember what they are. The kids have already grown out of it. My friend's kids. I talked about them yesterday. They've already grown out of it. But, there's always like 3 or 4 guys and then like a girl somewhere thrown in there just to mix things up. And there's singing and there's dancing and there's adventures. They meet interesting people. And they toured also. The children's group toured for a while. The Australian one. I can't remember what they're called. But these guys are pretty much like that too, I imagine. You think they still tour? I don't think so. If they do, watch out. Ska. Let's pick tomorrow's episode.
413.
413? I know it's not purely ska. There's other music that sounds similar to ska that's not ska. But this feels very ska-like. 413. I'm not going to argue about it. Ooh, okay. Oh, okay. This, I don't know if this is still on Disney Plus. Because there was a time when it was going to be taken off of Disney Plus, and people made enough noise that it was brought back, that it was just never removed. So, this is coming from Marvel, but it is specifically about the music of a specific film in the MCU. This is Voices Rising, the music of Wakanda Forever. So yeah. Hey, it's February. Let's take off a bunch of the accomplishments of talented people during Black History Month that relates to a brand new Marvel film. Let's just take it off. It just, good idea, Disney. No. So as far as I know, it might still be here, or maybe they just disappeared quietly. We'll find out. If it's gone already, well, then I'll be back in a second. It'll be minutes for me, but a second for you. I'll see you back here tomorrow. Unless I'm proven wrong. Voices of the thing. Voices Rising, the music of Wakanda Forever. On the next Disney Plus Everyday Challenge. I'll see you then.